Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, live, for a grand debate on who shall hang. Last week, we had a heated discussion about Romeo and Juliet, which caused the crowd to go into an uproar. But this week, we will be diving into another classic play written by Shakespeare once again. None other than Macbeth.
Great.
You need this! Starring a list of 330 million.
Tonight, we have three contestants defending their point of view, ex-convicts, fit to speak on this morbid play. They also got 100% in ELA 20-1, but shortly after. How they knew? No one knows. But anyways, these are the contestants. Inmate 642, Inmate 341, Inmate 184, and let's have them introduce themselves. Now that we know who is fighting for the grand prize of a get-out-of-jail-free card, let's get into the rules. Each contestant chose who they believe to be the most worthy of judgment of the high sorts. Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, and the witches. And this is where the audience comes in. Each of you has 3 buzzers, with each of the inmates' numbers. You will choose who gave the best argument, and who you believe now to be the most guilty. Now let's begin. Inmate 642, the stand is yours.
It was clearly Macbeth who was the most deserving to be hanged, as shown in Act 1, Scene 3, where the weird sister gave prophecies that Macbeth will soon be king of Scotland. In line 150 are less than horrible imaginings like thoughts, whose murder yet is but fantastical. He initially thought of murder instead of thinking for any other options instead. His unchecked ambition led to his downfall as a tyrant.
Objection!
I would argue that Macbeth clearly shows mental instability and quite possibly has schizophrenia. In Act 3, Scene 4, Macbeth has a hallucination of seeing the ghost of Banquo, a common side effect for someone suffering with schizophrenia. Even in Act 2, Scene 1, Macbeth sees a ghost dagger pointing at Duncan's bedroom, citing that even before the murder, Macbeth is clearly suffering mentally. Lady Macbeth should be the one blamed for Macbeth's action, as she was the one that egged him on in committing the murders seen in Act 1, Scene 5. She was ultimately the one that convinced him to kill Duncan. As in Act 1, Scene 7, Macbeth debates whether or not he should commit to his plan. But Lady Macbeth reassures him by insulting his manhood and courage, as said in line 46, "I live a coward and indeed I own esteem."
Hold it!
At least Lady Macbeth died with some humanity, because in Act 5, Scene 8, line 81, his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life, shows that she had extreme guilt, leading her to take her own life. And leading up to that point, Act 5, Scene 1, she was starting to sleepwalk, admitting to everything she had done unconsciously. The witches were the real issue, being that they fed Macbeth prophecies in order to control him, not explaining what they meant. Their intentions were not good, as in the first act, Scene 1, spoke purely about their intentions. Fair is foul and foul is fair, making them want to flip the natural order. They were the ones who corrupted him, citing all the issues that arose throughout the play in doing so.
Alright, now that we have all the contestants' points of view, it is time for you, the audience, to make a decision. Press one of the buzzers now, and we will see who shall hang. Oh my, this was a close one, but it seems we have a winner. Inmate 184, come collect your prize.
Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Who Shall Hang. I'm your host.